Verse of the day is Daniel chapter 1 verse 8. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with a portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. One thing that's very interesting in this story is not just because Daniel was a captive or he was in captivity, no, but the fact that he was just a teenager. So now there are a few lessons for us to learn from this teenage boy that can help us today as Christians. So the first thing is his strength of character. He proposed in his heart that he was not going to defile himself with the king's meat. One thing is to propose in your heart, but the main thing is not wavering, making sure that you carry out what you have proposed. For example, how many of us Christians will resolve in our hearts that I will not defile my body because my body is the temple of the Holy Spirit until I am married? How many of us will make such resolve? And even if we do, how many of us will really carry it out? So the second lesson is the fact that he was not afraid to stand out or stand alone. This could have cost him his life. Now the point is, for us today as Christians, are we standing out or are we blending with everybody? Today you see gradually that the world is creeping into the church. There's no demarcation anymore. You can't tell where this begins and where this ends. We are beginning to speak like them, talk like them, act like them. The question is, can you really stand out for Christ, even though you might just be standing alone? The third lesson is the fact that even though he was in captivity, this did not in any way affect his relationship with his God. It didn't stop his beliefs. How do you handle trials, troubles, problems? Number 4, he trusted God so much that he knew that God was going to back him up. He told the eunuch, he said, go, if you read further down, he said, go and come back and see. Because he knew that God was going to honor his trust in him. Today, do you have such kind of confidence in God as a Christian? No wonder the Bible tells us, even in the book of Daniel, that they that know their God shall be strong and do exploits. Daniel knew his God. And that's why we're reading about him today. I hope and I pray, both for me and for you, that we can learn one or two things from the life of this teenager, this teenage boy Daniel, so that even as God fought for him, he will fight for us. God bless you even as we meet in this episode.